This car was designed by a man who made refrigerators in Italy. Think about it. Refrigerator door, car door. It's a 1958 Isetta. It has a BMW badge on the front because this car was licensed by Isetta to BMW and they made them in Germany. When the door comes open, if you look here, the steering wheel has a U-joint right here and it hinges with the door. The whole dashboard, well, you'd call it a dashboard, the whole dash thing swings out with the car. I've owned one of these, and it's actually possible to drive down the road with the front door open. The problem you have is dogs jump in when you're driving, and that can make it hard to drive. The Isetta has a 300cc single-cylinder motor. And since it's only got one cylinder, that means if your car is running a little rough, it's really running a little rough. It's designed with 2 wheels in the front, 2 in the back. A few were produced for England where they only had 1 wheel in the back, and the reason for that was that in England, if you only had 3 wheels, you paid motorcycle taxes for registration rather than car taxes. This is a US model. You can tell because it has larger headlamps and these Nerf bars which counted and met US regulations for bumpers. Isettas are called microcars. These were all built in Europe right after World War II. Europe was crushed in World War II by the Allies. Car factories bombed, a lot of unemployment, hardly any money. And so the people were looking for some form of transportation that was basic and cheap, but still a step above a bicycle, hence the microcar. If you look around this car, it's very small. You can see, you can reach almost from the front to the back of the car. They all came with sunroofs. I would say that they can go probably 50 miles an hour, but it's a pretty scary 50 miles an hour. When I would take my daughter to school in this, it'd go over a speed bump, and we would call it a speed plateau because it took a long time to get up, get over, and down. This particular car is really a mild custom. They never came with this burgundy paint, and they didn't come with this striping on the side. The paint itself is not particularly well done. You can see sanding marks here underneath the paint, and what that means is that when the primer was put on, that they didn't put a coat of primer on the car and smooth it out before they laid the paint on, so the paint shrunk into the primer. All the chrome is intact on the car. There are some slight imperfections in the paint here. I don't think that makes a big difference in an AMPA car. I think that this car we would give kind of an average overall condition, and I would think that the retail value on this car is probably in the $10,000 to $12,000 range. Microcars are a lot of fun, and if you don't have one in your collection, you really should. It's Keith Martin here at the Silver Auction in Portland, Oregon. Thank you.